welcome to Kidderminster. I suppose you've had the unusual sensation of getting used to not just one new group of players over the last few weeks, but two. It's an unusual journey, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, well, I just signed with Northampton there 2 weeks ago, and obviously I did very well there the weeks I was training with them, and I was talking to the gaffer at Northampton. He basically wanted me to get game time after my injury. I think this is the perfect place, to get game time and do well for me. So.
And tell us a little bit about what does take you there in terms of coming over from overseas to kind of play in England at a club that's doing great things in the Football League just now.
Yeah, well, I had the opportunity to come to Northampton. They wanted to obviously see my injury, how it was going, and if I was back the way I was before the injury. I did very well there. I got a contract there in Northampton, which I'm very happy about. And obviously, as I said, I was talking to the gaffer. We had a good discussion. He said, basically thinks, and I think as well, that the best thing now is to get as many games and many minutes as I can under my belt.
And I guess the thing is, you're not having to wait maybe an entire season to think about maybe getting involved in the first team picture at Northampton. It's literally a case of a couple of months hard work here, or however long that might be, and that's the season, isn't it? Exactly,
yeah. Well, I have next year at Northampton as well, so the plan is obviously to come here, do well with the club, and get as many minutes as I can, and obviously hopefully go back there and have a very good season.
You mentioned the injury. I mean, apart from obviously being a serious injury, which is unfortunate, and the timing of it was horrible as well. You're just about to kind of make your debut for another club.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I was in Spain at that time, and I was just about kind of on the fringe of the first team at Getafe in Spain. The injury was just very bad luck in training, just happened really. It's been kind of a long recovery back to 100% full fitness, but I'm back now, and I'm really excited just to get going and get minutes and get matches again. So I'm really happy to be here, to be fair.
And is that the thing in terms of, whilst it might seem a bit of a leap to go from potentially playing at that level in Spain to playing in Kidderminster, it's about the minutes wherever they come.
Exactly, yeah. Like Northampton, they're doing very well in League 2. They might go up to League 1 hopefully. And I was talking to the gaffer at Northampton, the gaffer here as well, and I think it's the right spot for me, especially for this month or 2 months, and to get, as I say, them as many matches, as many minutes as I possibly can, to be fair. And in terms of that kind of footballing pedigree that you've got, how would you describe yourself as a player and as a defender? I think I was in Italy for a few years, so I learned a lot of the defensive work over there. Obviously, been in Spain for a year as well. It's very technical there. They do a lot of keep the balls and all that, so you learn how to play out from the back and that. But I'm Irish as well, so I have that kind of Irish, in my blood. Obviously, I love to defend. I love a tackle. I love winning balls. And I love defending and keeping clean sheets, really.
Yeah, so it's incredible versatility, isn't it, really, in terms of the range of styles involved there.
Yeah, well, I just turned 23 a few weeks ago, so I'm still very young, and I've had a good few years, a good experience at good clubs, and now after the injury, obviously, I just want to kick on and do very well, and hopefully, this is the best place to be at the moment.
You mentioned your time in Italy, and of course they've got a reputation of being extremely disciplined and resolute defensively. Does that play a big part in your game?
Yeah, obviously I was there since I moved there when I was 16 up until 20. A lot of the training sessions is based on tactical shape work, not conceding goals, starting from the back, and then keeping clean sheets and that. So definitely it's in my head, it's in when I'm playing. I'm always thinking about shape, all that kind of stuff, tactic from the team, and that lead from the back, and so definitely helped me in my career, definitely. Yeah.
What were your first impressions of the group here? Obviously, you've trained today. Big game ahead on Saturday, hopefully involved in, and I guess kind of getting straight involved into the thick of it. Yeah, well, I just trained there a few hours ago. The lads have been very welcoming, very, very good. We had a good session today, and just looking forward to keep training with them, and hopefully then Saturday, having a good game and playing and winning. Sure, and I guess the manager's kind of put that across to you, that obviously you're coming at a very important time of the season, not just for yourself, but for this team as well.
Yeah, he said, obviously I've seen the cup run as well, and that obviously the results the last 2 weeks haven't been the best, obviously, but you've had a very good season up to now, so it's just to get the confidence back up and the strengths and go for the last 12, 13 games, whatever it is, and hopefully get promoted. So
does that benefit you as a player as well, in so much as obviously Northampton clearly going very well in their season at the moment, but you're looking to come in and integrate into a group that is having a good season, is doing well?
Yeah, it's very important obviously to come to a team that is winning, that's doing well, that's fighting for promotion or something good. So I think, as I say, it'd be very good for me these next few weeks. Initially it's a 1 month loan. I think Northampton wanted that and see if they need cover then and for the end of the season. But I'm just delighted to be here, and as I say, the lads have been very welcoming, and hopefully we can start with a win on Saturday.
Yeah, we were talking about the potential for good attendances here and what the atmosphere is like on a match day. We're looking to kind of soak in all of that, I suppose, on day one.
Yeah, well, I've done obviously a lot of training after my injury, but I haven't been able to feel that in a long time, so I'm looking forward to feeling that, playing in stadiums where there's fans and cheering and get that feeling back into me, so I'm really excited.